Should probably gonna desync because you was sitting in there for a minute.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from...
Dang.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to use him.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Hell no.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now.
Yo, the ball just glitched me my bad head. I never
his
seen
first
that
throw of the
before.
game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of
I
school
can't even see what the
is
fuck I
able to
thought I
wipe
put
things
that
away
bit.
pretty easily and move on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
I was cracking shit. Either move my own team.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get it, man.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in his first quarter. We'll go ahead and strap in.
Why does it like lagging,
Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even.
And it'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Wow. I fucking appreciate that.
I try aggressive with these niggas so these niggas can play aggressive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
My bad.
Good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Woo, that's fucked up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And an alley to run.
Oh my God.
This is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
I think he got Baltimore.
2nd and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating for the guy, Herbert.
I seen that route. Yeah, niggas gotta come down quickly, yeah.
That sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah.
They weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the quarter route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Make him fumble, man.
Pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
He should have fumbled. I hit it away.
Play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone.
Like they made this man get a head start. That's fucking shit.
Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like
what? They said he wasn't done. Yo,
guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well outfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, good move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
What? Come on, yo. He didn't even see. Yo, my shit delayed, yo. There's no way, yo. I was spamming. Yo, oh no, that shit ain't working on me. Why? Oh, that's too bad.
Going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Wow.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And out across midfield, down to 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact.
I was over top of him. He ran into me.
Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Let's go, 50, plant. Protein spill.
Back to throw. Herbert.
Bring that shit, bitch.
50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
God damn. How y'all did without me? Y'all supposed to be blocking for me.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this
So I just ran right past him. No way, yo.
Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right,
I got to hit Malcolm, but he got
I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his fourth touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
How you want to side of me?
Play action. Herbert. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bravo.
From the 38, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it. Switch it. Yes. 50.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Brady going to throw. He's got Evans. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big play there from McCaffrey, 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Come on, bro. You let him walk up behind me.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go.
2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, lock it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Oh, shit, my shit ain't got too much longer to download.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing on third and long. Herbert, he'll air it out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Thomas has it. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
damn.
Really
How is that shit open every
Give
time?
it 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Ready, set. Cover. Jump. Under 10. 10. Check 52. Go out. Check 15. 5.
Here's McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Herbert steps away to his left. And
This shit fun, man.
a nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
You watching this shit,
Anyone trying to
JT?
pick up an additional couple of yards.
I just hit the shit out of Justin Herbert the whole game, dummy. He hasn't fumbled once, dummy. What is this, year 2?
Stay on the field.
Yo, he should be fumbling, yo. This is year 1? He should be fumbling.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He'll take this into the end
Yo,
zone.
I done seen Lamar fumble more than anybody on this game. This nigga Justin Herbert getting his stick and not fumbling.
And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL
I don't like how,
I
don't know. That shit on simulation, but they didn't do something with their setup.
I do know that all 32 teams
There's no fucking way
starting fast.
Justin Herbert
second half,
is holding on to the ball, and I just hit the shit out him with Devin White.
Second half.
I could have made him shit on himself, man. That's how hard I hit
The
him,
Bucs
man.
offense set to begin their
And he
next
didn't
possession.
shit.
And their
He just
halftime
said that.
hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scorebord here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
Got it. Go.
Nowhere to escape,
Got
and he
this
goes
nigga.
down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part getting the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting it.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might
My
push him back
man.
further.
I'm going to get this first down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Going to fuck off.
We got Dante Jackson over there.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hell no.
He going to fuck off. I don't know who the fuck you thought I was.
As they are now just an extra point
I hope
away
they
from
went Dante
making this
Jackson.
a 3-point game. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Got him.
And it's caught. Get it in the end zone.
What is he
So
talking
instead of trying to
about?
get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2.
Oh, shit.
It was hot as fuck.
Following the touchdown now,
Got
it's
it with
Bradley
two
Pinion
fake
on to kick
field
this
goals.
one away. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, yeah.
And his guys are
Hey,
gonna
if this
start
nigga
their
lose
drive
again,
right
he
at
ain't
the
lost 2 weeks in
20-yard
straight.
line.
I had to figure him out, dude. See, like, he's doing a lot of bitch-ass shit at first. Kept on the same little post.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
Got
In a
him.
basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball,
Damn,
right?
T-Mac
Maybe
got
milk some
4
clock,
touchdowns.
limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but
It don't
control the
feel
game
like he got
offensively. Put together some
Yeah.
first downs,
Well,
put
the nigga
together
ain't
a
got that many
drive.
yards. This nigga only got 129 yards. That's what I mean. For an average ass running back, that's a lot. But for a nigga like him, that's
good feeling this will be coming
it's
back.
not that much. That's old.
That's Greg Little, 2nd-round pick from Ole Miss. He's the guilty party.
I'm gonna make him throw that bitch.
Oh yeah, he throwing that bitch too.
Gosh. Okay, hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's just me and you. It's just mine.
Off the play fake.
Oh,
Shit! For Anderson.
Oh my God, how? That's the shit I be talking about. I was looking for the post, yo, and I couldn't see who was coming, yo. That's just, but I had a nigga playing defense.
The
That's
Panthers,
what
they
I'm
widen their
saying, yo.
lead.
Niggas be getting bailed
In
out,
order to
yo.
lead in a game,
I knew
you
a
get
post
plenty
route
of
was coming in from the left or the right. That's all they
touchdown
threw.
catch of this game. He's
I
one
said
of
it
the
was
key
gonna be a
guys
pick.
in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Like a faggot.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We got him figured out. That was good. He showed me. He put me, split me.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
And then there's this
Throwing again. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Yeah, I'm so used to Kyler, yo. Pray to God. What the fuck is he all the way out there like that? That's that.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hike it.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
This nigga like Brady.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Brady now getting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
But you see, point down on that bitch. Hey, JT. Yeah.
Now Brady again. This into the hands of his and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. On first down, Jones. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, send me that nigga, Ronald Jones.
Hell no.
Or send me TJ Logan.
On second and 11
Yeah,
Brady.
Just drop that
This
nigga.
into the hands of Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
It's easy with Brady,
And with
boy.
that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
I ain't want to throw it to
achieved that
I
in
was
this
looking at
performance.
somebody else.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got
He
him
could have
7
picked that shit
yards.
if he wanted to.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play.
Hey, Money.
Second and 3.
Got that offensive attack. Got
Now Brady.
the contact jump, one nail jump, and the top, that's it is.
Flush to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
One nail hole.
Tom Brady flashing the
know
Oh,
it.
hell no!
first down.
That nigga got scored off that
I
shit.
express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about
Oh,
protecting
hell
himself,
no.
He's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And nigga gotta let you bust that bitch to Tom Brady.
His second touchdown on the season.
He's so
As
slow.
they have
They
now
cool.
chopped this lead down to
They
3.
offense so young, they don't look as shit. Like, they don't, I don't know, they just be weird.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
Shit, I forgot how to get shit off
Bro,
the
yo, they thought I was doing a fake. No need to do a fake. I'm on down, too. They got to play some defense.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley
I
Pinion on
can
to kick
easily
this
score.
one
The
away.
Bucks cool. I don't know what that's just something I don't like. I don't know. I think it's a defense.
And
You
this
know how that
will be a
nigga a high
touchback as
scoring
that sails
game,
over
though.
the end line.
This is the second week this nigga had a high scoring game.
It's really my fault, cause I'm still trying to figure out like where the fuck niggas at. I don't really got no D line like that, for real, for real.
Did I put Shaquille Barrett down on that bitch?
That's why I put Shaquille Barrett on D line.
The Panthers
That's
out
it,
there
though.
ready to
That's
begin
all
their
he
next
got.
drive.
You ain't got Vita
Had to
Vea?
wait a long time
He
to get
there,
the football
but-
back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got
I don't
an
know, it's
offensive
weird.
summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Okay.
14 yards, good for a Panther first
Think he
down.
ready to do that,
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting
bullshit?
stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. They describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10.
He got some shit on the aggressive side. Might be running.
Now
He
again,
running a
right
bit. He
side
got that shit on
McCaffrey.
aggressive.
And he'll just get back to the line of
Yeah, he got his
scrimmage
shit
if
on
that.
aggressive.
And with a flag on the
They
field,
always get
and that
hold
one
of.
looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the ground,
He be trying to run that bitch. No, other way.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Post route. Corner route. Come back down.
Post and corner route.
Look how Justin Herbert don't fumble, JT. I don't like that. That's the only thing I'm not feeling, man. He don't fumble. I don't like that. I just don't like
defensively,
that,
that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Lamar with a straight shitting on himself.
Gut check time on both sides.
Check.
He's running that bitch.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's able to
try to find out which hole he's
before he's
going to.
taken down at the
He ain't
27.
go outside like I thought he
Gain
would.
of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite
that
the
nigga
heavy
to a field goal, you
workload.
said.
But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball
Christian
games.
McCaffrey hurt, so if you pop that nigga one good time, that nigga gonna fumble that bitch. I mean, he got good as
And he'll be
far
dropped at
He
the
got
23
Corey,
after a pickup of about 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down
Good
now.
shit.
It's Gibson, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
that nigga should have fumbled that bitch then.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, Charlie. Protein spill. Hard. Fire.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Oh my God, he should have fumbled.
At the 13-yard line.
That nigga should have
And now we're going
fumbled,
to get a
yo.
timeout
They-
defensively.
Oh
So
my
another stop.
God, that nigga should have
1:50 left in the
fumbled.
football game.
Let's go. AP Gators.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw. Herbert.
Wow. Oh, he can use you to play. I forgot, yeah.
Still an important piece of
I
business to
forgot y'all
take care
said that
of the
could beat
extra
it in the
point.
league, JC. That nigga was not open.
And
If he didn't use the playmaker, that nigga was not open.
Two-score game with not a lot of time on the clock.
Fuck, yo.
Gano now.
That nigga was
following the
not
touchdown
fucking
here to kick it
open.
away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
This shit cool, but I don't know, the Buccaneers alright.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw, Brady.
Oh, the ball, yo.
And he goes down once more.
God damn, I threw that shit.
To their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Don't be scared. Hey, box truck, box truck. Hey, Alabama.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Yo, shit, lagging.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to...
They cool. I still fuck with my card.